I'm gonna do this thing with this young man here because of the size of his body. So where are we in here, guys? Half guard, right? We're in half guard here. I'm gonna do what's called, some people call Z guard or knee shield, right? Now you guys look, I can do one of two things. I can either cross my feet like this. You guys see what I'm doing here? I'm crossing my feet. That puts a lot of pressure on his hip, right? He tries to squash me, he's not gonna be able to do it because that puts the pressure on him, right? Now the other thing you can do is go here. Some guys do this and they like a little higher, it stops the guy from squashing them. They take their elbow and they put their under their knee, right? He can't really get to it, right? So what happens here is you're going to hook the arm this way, here. He's gonna reach inside and grab his thigh because he wants to defend it. You're gonna push his head out, release the leg, and put it in here all the way to the other side. You see it? Now he knows he's in danger here, so he's gonna do everything he can to do one of two things. He's either going to grab deep as he possibly can, or he's gonna start to yank it out. And you gotta be ready for either one, because that's the way it is. Now you're gonna thread the other arm, put your other hand on top of it, and now use a sit-up position to go to the arm bar. Some guys call it the Choi bar. I don't personally like that. It's kind of a new thing. Choi bar. But if that's what they like to call it whatever you want. So we're here. Another thing that happens is the guy puts his arm down, he tries to set you up for the Kimura. He wants to reverse it, so he puts his arm down. You grab the Kimura here, and now he grabs the inside of his thigh, and now you push downward. Same thing. Now look at my feet, guys. My feet have to make space. I use my knee, push back, escape, without losing this, over the top, and now it goes in here. Now this time, instead of going to the other side of the body, I'm just hooking his leg here. You see it? And I push the leg and pull the arm. I keep the leg extended. Oh no, it's a straight arm bar. It's an arm bar. Okay, so let's try it. There's so many details, guys. So let's just see if we can set it up. The first one's actually easier. All right, guys, remember something about this position here? It's like so many jiu-jitsu positions. It's really subjective to your body, his body. There's no teaching I can give you on this thing without you guys drilling it and saying, oh, okay, there it is. I can tell you how to do it, and it won't work for him. I can tell him how to do it, work for him. This is one of those things that you have to drill it. So, come here. Remember, here, I'm crossing my legs, setting up the Z guard, I think they call it. We used to call it knee shield and closed guard, whatever. Or you're here. Either way, remember, sit up just a little bit. This is a Kimura. So you're either grabbing here, which is like a Kimura with the other arm, or here, which is a Kimura with your proper arm that sets it up. But you can't do it from here. You can't do it from here. I'm sorry, from here. Right? So I'm grabbing his shoulder here. I'm making space with my elbow and with my knee. Right? Leg, that Buchecha knee bar we were working, it's the same situation. I can even use my hand out and inside. I want to go across his body if possible. At this point, believe me, he's grabbing his thigh with everything he has. He feels himself. Now, when I said rethread, guys, rethread, this is the thread, rethread. Here, grab my elbow, pull it out. Immediately, cross body. That'll break his arm. He decides to roll. He's smart. I stop him and keep here. You guys see it? Foot still thread, everything in place. Doesn't escape by rolling. Okay. See those little details? So you have to kind of have this relationship with your arms and his arms that you understand. Kimura, Kimura, leg, rethread. These are the details that make this. But there's almost no other thing I can tell you except do it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You gotta drill this thing. And when you've done enough to enough people, do it with me. Do it from the Kimura setup. Right? So he's here, and as you guys know, his arms are so long, he hits this Kimura all the time on people. And nobody cares, because they just go like this, right? Now you smash him. He doesn't care. So now, he's going to free, yes, over the top. And now instead of going all the way across my body, just hook my leg this time, bro.
Your leg?
Yes, with the Kimura, this leg here. Yes. That gives him space with his arms now to rethread without any problems. Now I'm here, I'm trying to grab his leg. This is no way I think he's breaking until he rethreads.
I already did.
Grab your other elbow with the other side.
Yep.
And now pin your chest to your tricep and now do a sit-up. Ah! So much easier. You guys see it? Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. So there's a couple of questions guys ask about the defending of this thing. Is it something specific? What if he doesn't do it? What if? Listen, if you're here and you grab this over the top and he decides to try and smash you like this, guys, just go to straight arm lock. Or if he goes here, you go like this. Roll. Can't do it. I've got his legs. So just keep that in mind, guys. There's always an option. If he overcommits his body in one direction, he's stuck. So I hook this thing here, which is my preference. I don't want to do this from Kimura. I'm probably never going to do it from Kimura, but you always get Kimura from this position. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my preference.
I agree. Because it's hard to get that Kimura. If you get that,
it really is.
If you get that grip, you'll start setting things up that way instead.
So you're here. I always like the Z guard. That closed thing here. I always like that. Guys, never be here unless you're really tired and you're just trying to make some space, catch breathe. Here's where you want to be. Once you close this thing, come to the back. See, everybody sees and they see this. But it's this thing here that is so nasty. It puts this immediate pressure in that hip of his that he can't break. And it's just the leverage of my leg pushing down on my foot, lifting it up. It's really effective. Underhook, pull it, gable. You're here. Immediately he realizes his arm is isolated. He's going to start to protect it. I'm moving with him. You see it? He doesn't want to go too far straight, so he doesn't mind my elbow there. He has his hand on top of my rib cage, so I kick out and around it. You see how I'm doing that? Here, I'm not going like this. He's going to smash it. I'm kicking out and around it. I'm not letting go of this gable grip. I don't have the position yet. I got to move. I got to get on my neck. And I gotta go all the way across. Now look at my foot. Holding here and here. He's gonna be grabbing with everything he's got. I rethread. Boom. Grab the elbow. Pin the arm to my chest. Do a sit-up. Pinching now. My knees are pinching together like crazy. As soon as I see his hand, pulling it up. Okay? Try it again. 1, 2, 3.